South Africa have won the series against Bangladesh 2-0, guys. Dominant victory. Completely bamboozled them with the ball today. They didn't really have much chance to get themselves back into the game. They had a couple of batters that did okay for them and tried to take the fight to the bowlers of South Africa. But ultimately, the Bangladesh team didn't have enough with the bat to be able to give South Africa a proper run for their money. It was a complete domination from South Africa. And it's been so long since we've actually witnessed a victory so dominant, but also in the subcontinent. It was foreign conditions for a very new, young, fresh team. And that's what impressed me the most is that this coaching staff has managed to get everybody on the same page. They've managed to take everybody from where they were in their careers and where they were with their techniques and the stages in their game and managed to increase every single bit of their technique and their skill to be able to handle the subcontinent conditions. And I think that's the main thing that we need to look at when we are analyzing this particular series victory. I was so impressed by so many guys, and it just shows that this team is on the up and there's a lot of improvement still left in the squad. And I'm hoping that they can reach the heights that we all hope they can. So I'm very chuffed about this victory. I mean, we did say beforehand that we wanted a series win, and we were all hoping that that's exactly what we would get. And that's exactly what we witnessed. So, congratulations to the Proteas. Congratulations to the coaching staff, to all the players that were involved with this win, because we got to see a bit of everything. It's only one major criticism that I will obviously speak about a little bit later. But before we get going, before we get started, there are a couple of things I'd like you guys to please do. First and foremost, please subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell for all future videos. It's very important that you do that, guys, so that you can get notified on when we go live. I'd also like you guys to please smash that like button and share with every South African cricket fan that you know. You know that this is the number one cricket channel for South African cricket in the country. So please go and share this with every South African cricket fan that you know. I'd also like you guys, once this video has ended and the stream has ended, go into the comment section and go comment below. A lot of you guys have been doing that in the last two videos. I've reacted to some of them, and I will try and get to every comment that is there. So thanks a lot for showing me that support. Continuously do that, because that's how our videos spread, and that's how more people will find us on YouTube. Please also subscribe to Cricket Fanatics Magazine Monthly. Every issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every single month. The link is on the screen right now. I'll put it up on the screen right now. Where is it? My Lord. Using a new computer today, guys. I need a new charger for my old one. So you guys are I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning. But subscribe to the magazine, click that notification bell and all of those things, but also subscribe to this magazine. Every single issue is 100% free, straight to your inbox every month. The link is on the screen right now, as well as in the description. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. I am really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say after this dominant series win. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine. This is your review show. I'm your host, Khalid Mohideen, and this is the show where we're going to be talking about everything that happened in the second test and maybe throughout the whole test series between South Africa and Bangladesh, or the Proteas and Bangladesh. My word, what a dominant victory by South Africa. I am extremely proud of the guys that went to Bangladesh and put on a performance today. And throughout these two test matches, it's been a complete domination from the guys. And I am very impressed with what we saw. They dominated from the first test right through until the second test. And I was, after that dominant first test victory, I was like, can they take it up a notch and perform even better in the second? And they did. They outperformed themselves in every single metric, with the ball in the field, with the bat. They just dominated completely in the second test. And on a wicket where the toss was so important, we know that. We spoke about it on the first review show and in the preview show, where we spoke about winning the toss and having to bat first. And South Africa did everything to the T, from winning the toss, choosing the right decision at the toss, and then implementing their game plans. The only criticism I have throughout this test series is I'm a bit disappointed with two players. I was disappointed with Aiden Markram and Ryan Rickelton. Aiden Markram, being the senior guy and the captain, didn't come to the party with the bat, but he had the rest of his team to do so. Rickelton, it's a big opportunity for him to really cement a position in the side. And with Temba Bavuma coming back into the mix after his injury, it's going to be very difficult for Ryan to get himself back into the side, especially after other guys have put up their hands and performed. So those two things I wasn't so happy about, but the rest of it, absolutely fantastic. I can't give them more praise than I can right now. And what makes it even better is how ruthless Coach Shukri has been with his game plans and his strategies and the messages that he's been giving to these players. They really approached this game with ruthlessness. It was measured, it was strategic, and it was dominant. And there's no better way to put it. And it was an amazing victory from South Africa. And I'm extremely proud of the way they performed throughout this test series, from test one right until this one. So let me just explain what happened today, because we know we've obviously covered the rest of the series on the channel already. South Africa won by an innings and 273 runs. But what happened in in today's play? Because that's ultimately what we need to speak about on today's review show. So first and foremost, South Africa were completely dominant, as we know. Uh, the newly ranked number one test bowler, Kagiso Rabada, took his 16th five-wicket haul today. And he was also supported by his new bowling partner, Dane Patterson, who picked up his second wicket and reduced Bangladesh to 48 for 8 after just 5.5 overs bowled today. It was from the start picking up where they left off. Those did I ever find some fight, and Mominal Haq scored 74 not out and batted superbly. He took Bangladesh to 137 for 8 by lunch, needing 239 runs to avoid the follow-on. So by lunch, he was 74 not out. They then slightly frustrated South Africa after lunch, bringing up that 151 runs on the board. But the introduction of Senator Mutasami saw Mominal trapped LBW for a well-played 82. He really did bat really well, and I thought that he was going to be dangerous throughout this test match. Didn't work out that way. At this particular point in the match, they needed 225 runs to avoid the follow at this point with 1 wicket in hand. But then Maharaj wrapped up Bangladesh. They were all out for 159, trailing by 416, and South Africa enforced the follow-on. Then Bangladesh put 15 on the board when South Africa sent them into bat again. Before Patterson got his first wicket of this particular innings and taking out Shadman Islam for 6, just 5 overs into the follow-on. Then Mutasami took 5 deliveries to take another wicket. Mahdul edging to slip, and Bangladesh were reduced to 28 for 2 in 10.5 overs. Then Maminu tried to be aggressive and play exactly the same way that he did in his first innings by swinging across the line against Maharaj. But he picked out the fielder in the deep for a duck, and it was a shocking way to lose his wicket. I think everybody was shocked. If you looked at the celebrations of Keshav Maharaj, he was shocked that he went after that particular ball. It was a very shocking delivery to go after, um, considering his performance in the first innings. Bangladesh were now 29 for 3 in 11.2 overs. And then Mutasami struck again just before 40, and the hosts were reduced to 43 for 4, trailing by 373 runs. After the break, South Africa took their fifth wicket. Mutasami dismissed Mushfiqur Rahim to reduce Bangladesh to 48 for 5, picking up his third of the innings. Then Maharaj reduced them to 70 for 6 by the 22nd over, with Mehdi Hassan Miraj finding the edge of to Stubbs at backward square leg. Then Mutasami took his fourth wicket, dismissing the captain Shanto for 36, and the hosts were reduced to 78 for 7 at this point. Then Maharaj came back into the mix, and he picked up his third. It was a race for the fifer between Mutasami and Maharaj. Maharaj picked up his third, reducing Bangladesh to 94 for 8 with the wicket of Taijul. He then picked up his fourth, but dismissing Mahidul Islam Ankon, and then for 29, and they were 131 for 9. There was a little bit of a flurry at the end, but Nahid Rana was the last wicket to fall ultimately in the to earn Maharaj's 11th 5-wicket haul. So the scores for Bangladesh, ultimately South Africa then won by an innings and 273 runs, but the scores for Bangladesh were putrid. Nobody really stepped up in that second innings, to be honest with you. In the first innings, it was obviously terrible as well, with Momin al-Haq getting 82 and Taijul Islam getting 30. He was probably the man of the match from a Bangladesh perspective. Kagiso Rabara then obviously took his first fifer, and as I said, his 16th fifer. Then in the second innings, nobody put up their hand. Namjul Hussain Shanto was probably the best batter of the day, the captain, 36. And then Mahidul Islam Ankon got 29. And Hassan Mahmood, 38, not out of 30 balls. He really went for it. He hit 4 sixes and a 4. So he really went after South Africa. But in the end, they were bowled up for 143. Maharaj picking up 5 for 59. Senona Mutasami 4 for 45. And Dane Patterson 1 for 6. Complete domination from South Africa, and we ended up winning the series 2-0. Brilliant day of cricket. Brilliant 3 days of cricket. Obviously, I would have wished that we could have maybe had a 5-day test match. I mean, who doesn't want that? But from a South African perspective, we were excellent, and I love it. I love it when we can show our quality and dominate the way we have dominated. So let's just get some thoughts on this particular match from you guys before I move on to the next major story that I'd like to read out on the channel as well, because there was some breaking news during the test match that I want to get to. But let me just get your thoughts on the test first. Brendan says Markram did Mutasami dirty, but kudos with the win. 2 down, 4 more to go. Kamindu Mendes will be licking his lips. We need to be on top of our game for the remaining 4 games. Hopefully the rain doesn't disturb. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. 2 down, 4 more to go. Sorry. Yes, Sri Lanka. Thank you. Keith Griffin says, what a win. A big confidence booster for SA Test cricket. Still early days, but this is on the SA team. What did you say here? Is an SA team on the rise. Spin Twins M and M for the win. Brendan says Mutasami has to play all formats for SA ASAP, especially ODI, because he can play. Ikram says road to Lords continues, and I hope we get that, Gee whiz. And it should be an aim. I mean, to go to the Test Championship final at Lords must be an aim for us, man. That would be a bloody dream. If I can go watch that Test match, if we make it, and I can make that, you guys can make it happen and help me out. Please, guys, that would be flipping brilliant if I can cover it live from Lords. Road to Lords continues. Keith says, why is the program delayed? What program? That's the program. Oh, I had to put out the report um, and write the report for the website first, guys. So sorry that I ran a little bit late. Bernard says the Kingsmead and St George's curators must make sure the wickets are suitable for fast bowling. KG, Janssen, and Gidi, Berger, and Kutsia must be able to do their work to help us towards Lords. They need to do. I know Coach Shukri said he's not going to do anything, and it's going to just keep the wickets natural as we know it. But he needs to speak a little bit, maybe there in the groundsman's ear, to prepare some a little bit flatter wickets. I would say that are better for seam than spin. That's what I would like. Keith says Mutu should have been picked earlier. He has more batting pedigree than other spinners like Pitt, Harmer, etc. But he was picked before and then he dipped and he couldn't find his rhythm. So over time, obviously, he's improved again and he moved franchises. He's now not at the Dolphins, he's at Northwest. So that brought him back into the radar because he's doing really well there. Sarah says Mutasami, Bellingham should play ODIs. Brilliant stuff to win away series. Sarah says, at the same time, disappointed with Riza's selection. How many chances? Okay, we'll get to that, guys. That's the next part of the show. Why does CSA have to host Sri Lanka at Kingsmead? The game has to be played at the Wanderers. Yeah, it is what it is. Sarah says, when I think of Riza, I remember he being bowled the first ball. He faced Bumrah at the World Cup final. Players who cannot perform on the big stage. Brevis or Breetke should have got selected ahead of Riza. Okay, we'll get into that a little bit later, guys. I reckon Mutu will be backing himself for a batting spot in the Proteas side if Rix doesn't step up. But Pavuma will be back, and we got to keep backing Rix considering the game's SA plays. Roderick says Markram won his first Test series as captain. Sorry, won his first series as captain. Yeah. Markram owes us a big 100 in the upcoming two. He needs to dominate the next two series. Lodrick says Mr. Conrad is ruthless, and I like him for that. Unlike Mr. Walter, who can't drop underperforming players. Avin says, hey bro, hardly no worries to describe the deadly performance by SA. Even prime Australian team led by Ponting and War couldn't beat Bangladesh this convincingly. Yeah, there's no words to describe. It was brilliant. Luswa says, well done, Proteas. Tushar says, great victory for the Proteas. Any point of view on Mapaka, Brevis, and Bretsky not selected for India series? We will get to the India stuff. Let me just get to the test stuff first. Prior to the series, I doubted whether South Africa will even win a match. My dear God, they proved me wrong. I never knew this SA team was this good and ruthless. Been speaking about these players for a very long time. Interviewed every single one of them. Literally, I've interviewed every single player in this team. Let me just think. Tony, yeah. Aiden, yeah. Stubbsy many times. Beardingham many times. Who's 5? Rickleton is many times. 6 Verena many times. Senaram Sami, yes. Maharaj, yes. KG, yes. Yeah, everybody in this team. Even Dane Patterson. Yeah, I've interviewed everybody in this team. So we've been speaking about a lot of these guys for a long time, giving them a lot of opportunities to come and chat to us about the game and how it's progressing over the years. So, yeah, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised by the ruthlessness and the level of domination, yes. But I wasn't surprised that these players have that ability and now they're showing it. Completely agree with you, Roderick. I don't know why. Okay, we'll get to that. Luswas says, Alhamdulillah. Shukri, Arvind says Shukri took some bold decisions, sacked several. What's happening here? Okay, sacked several players. Now is paying dividends. Rob has to follow suit. Has to follow the footsteps of Shukri. Anyone Pampaka wasn't selected. Okay, we'll get to that. I'm worried about the rain in Kingsmead Test, but that's why it was so important that we win these two matches, both matches, because now we only need to win. I think we only need to win two more now, if I'm not mistaken. We need to win 4 out of 5. We needed to win 4 out of 5. Yeah, so we need to just win two more test matches, I think, to get to Lords, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me. LJ, the man says Mutasami has put his hand up 112%, 150%. Luswa says Pungwana greater than Mapaka. Priyanshu says Aiden better test captain than Temba. Luswa says it's Bangladesh though. It's, it's not. Bangladesh in their own conditions are extremely good. We just dominated them. We we were ruthless by the way we batted, tied them out, and just struck when they were down. Bangladesh are very good in their own conditions, and they actually just recently beat Pakistan away. So they are not a team to take lightly in their own conditions. If we do this to India, then I'll be impressed. In what time says why Mulder is not in the T20? Okay, we'll get to the T20 squad, guys. We'll get to the T20 squad. Khalid, as you said, you want to go to Lords. Have you been saving money for the trip? It would be interesting to see you at Lords to do a show. It would be great. Yeah, hopefully we get our money model sorted out by the time that happens. Then maybe I can go to Lords. PBG3 says, but surprised by Bangladesh in 10 today, but main reason for this huge series win is preparation at Durban and execution. Congratulations, Proteas. They actually prepared at Potch. It's funny. They prepared wickets. I think that the preparation and the way they prepared and the method of preparation and the homework that Coach Shukri did before speaking to Russell Domingo, speaking to Ashwell Prince was genius almost, I would say. Like, we need to give the coach also credit for going the extra mile to learn about certain things and to educate them and preparing these players at home. We prepare them here for overseas conditions, which is absolutely fantastic from him. Um, Ikram says Proteas need to win 3 matches to make it to the final. Okay. Yes, you're right. Because it was 4 out of 5 after the first victory. Mankey says Bangla win over Pakistan overrated. Fair enough. Pang Bros have little patience at the with the bat. Last 3 series with Pang Bros. Finished in the less than the 3 days of play. Sky. What are your thoughts, Khalid? Is SA going to the finals considering their games? I think they can get into the final. They just need to focus and win the remainder of their games. It's easier said than done. Um, so let's see. I mean, if this young team can do that, that would be brilliant. W T-shirt Khalid says Blitz 77. Yeah, I got this as a gift. Awesome. Yeah, it's the T20 World Cup women's shirt. So awesome. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's the first time I'm wearing it. So I wanted to wear it on today's show. Okay, let's get into the second part of today. And that is the big news. And Sam would be happy with this one because he's been nagging me in the comment section on YouTube for the last couple of days um, to announce this, and they did today. So let's get into the story quickly. I'll read it to you guys on screen. Oh, yes, I have to do this. For some bloody reason, this bloody Firefox Works is a pain in my fucking ass. Um, Not now. Present, share. There we go. Allow. And I want the screen, please. The screen. Come on. Don't give up on me. There we go. Okay. Let's read this one out for you guys. Let's make it slightly bigger for you. Okay. White Ball head coach Rob Walter has named a strong 16-player squad for the upcoming four-match Wonder Cement T20 International Series against India, scheduled from the 8th to the 15th of November. Heinrich Klaassen and David Miller, along with Keshav Maharaj, returned to the Proteas T20I side for the first international series of the home summer. Gerald Coetzee and Marco Jansen have also been included in the squad after completing their structured conditioning blocks. World Sports Betting Western Province all-rounder Michlali Mapungwana has received his maiden call-up. The 24-year-old finished as one of the top wicket takers in the season's CSA T20 Challenge with 12 wickets at an average of 14.08. He is joined by uncapped Hollywood Bets Dolphins all-rounder Andile Semelani, who was part of the squad that toured the United Arab Emirates in September. TP World Lions fast bowler Lutus Pamla has been added to the squad for the third and fourth T20Is. The 26-year-old returns to the limited over setup for the first time since February 2021, following an impressive CSA T20 Challenge campaign, which saw him claim a career best 4 for 12 in the title-winning final against the Momentum Multiplier Titans on Sunday. The Titans didn't turn up for that game, though. Kagiso Rabada has been arrested for the series, while Lungi Ngidi was not considered for selection as he undertakes a conditioning block in preparation for the two-match test series against Sri Lanka, which begins later in November. That's brilliant. He needs that. The squad will convene in Durban on Monday, 4 November. Maharaj, Aiden, Markram Randicott and Tristan Stubbs are currently in Bangladesh for the ongoing test series and will join the squad on Wednesday, 6 November. Hollywood Bets Kingsmead Stadium will host the first match of the series on Friday, 8 November, before the two sides head to Qabeja for the second match of Dufferbet St. George's Park on Sunday, 10 November. The series then moves to the Highveld, with the third match taking place at Supersport Park in Centurion, Wednesday, 13 November, and wraps up at the DP World Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg on Friday, 15 November. Commenting on the squad, Walter said, "It's both an exciting and important series for us. We continue to build towards the T20 World Cup in 2026. The squad has a nice mix of youth and experience, and I'm looking forward to seeing us deliver some quality performances against a very attacking Indian T20 outfit. We continue to drive our broader priorities of exposing our high potential players to quality opposition as we look to widen our base of international ready players, whilst at the same time understanding that our objectives, as always, are to play a brand of cricket that excites our supporters and wins games of cricket for South Africa." So that is what he had to say, Rob Walter. And the squad, my lord, this thing is so delayed. Okay, the squad is as follows. Batters: Aiden Markram as captain, Reza Hendricks, Heinrich Klaassen, David Miller, Randy Cotton, Tristan Stubbs. The all-rounders are Patrick Kruger, Donovan Ferreira, Marco Jansen, Michlani Mapungwana, and Andile Semelani. Seamers are Neil Batman, Gerald Coetzee, and Lutus Pamla for the third and fourth T20Is only. The spinners are Keshav Maharaj and Ngaba Peter. Okay, I'm a bit upset that Duan Fortuin is not a part of the squad, but it is what it is because Ngaba Peter offers something a little bit different. And Bjorn is a little bit more of the same, like Keshav. I'm very happy for Patrick Kruger, Donovan Ferreira, and Michlali Mapungwana that they are part of the squad. Good to see Marco back. And I'm glad that Andile Semelani is back into the mix. Otniel Bartman, Gerald Coetzee, brilliant to see that they're involved. But I would say that I'm a bit upset that Matthew Brzezinski wasn't given another opportunity. And considering that Riza's form hasn't been that great, it is a little bit of a shock that he's remained there. But we know that Coach Rob is a massive supporter of Riza Hendricks, and he believes in the guy, and wants him to be the main person in the team. I don't think that the amount of criticism that he gets is justified, in my opinion. I do think it's a little bit over the top, but we must admit that he hasn't performed really well for South Africa ever since the World Cup. So it is a bit of a problem. But I would have liked to see Matthew Brzezinski get another chance over here. Um, but I like the squad a lot. I think it's a very balanced squad. And I think that it's a massive, massive opportunity for Rob to see some new players. It's good to see Pichlekwai is not in the mix there, says Brendan. Finally dropped. Keith says Kohli, Sharma, Jadeja, Ashwin, KL are all going. To do good against India in any format is one mantra for any team in any format. Try to nullify Bumrah. The only thing I'm saying is, okay, from the one perspective, I'm sick of T20 cricket. Just to be honest with you, there was CSA T20 challenge. We're gonna have a SA20. We've had the T20 World Cup in both form for women and for the men now. It does rub me up the wrong way in a way, because I'm so sick of T20 cricket. Now we're going to have 4 matches. But from a Cricket South Africa perspective and from a cricket season perspective, it is a great way to launch the new season. So to announce the new cricket season to the South Africa, and to say, okay, our new cricket season has started. A series against India, a repeat of the World Cup finals, like the two teams that were in the World Cup final, is a great way to launch the new season and to promote South Africa cricket in South Africa. But that will only work if South Africa do well. If this is the curtain raiser for our season and we end up getting smacked 4-0, 3-1, it's going to backfire on us, because then all eyes are going to be on South Africa, and then this is the standard that we're setting. It's like, well, because people have recency bias and they have very short-term memories, so they're going to forget about this amazing test victory in Bangladesh, and they're just going to see us lose to India, and they're going to be like, the Proteas are shit. So we need to find a way to win against India and play some decent cricket. So I think it's great to see all the top guys back into the mix. So let's see how we do in that. I'm very happy with the squad. I think it's very balanced, and I'm very excited to see some of the newer guys get more chances, like Rickleton, etc. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Blitz says Rabada's got Kohli's wicket. He always does, yeah. Can the squad change if one gets injured? Yes, of course it can. We need to stop these T20 matches. I'm getting sick and tired. Yeah, I'm also getting sick and tired of T20 cricket, really. Not going to lie. And then we've got so much T20 cricket still to come with the SA20. Dex says, take my comment about Pechlekwai. Where's your comment, bro? Here we go. Harry, remember what I had told you that day? Michlali and Simalani picked up. Pechlekwai dropped from that squad, and I think its Proteas days are over. Guy went to the Titans trying to revive his career. He scored 39 in the semi-final against Western. Was it against Western Province? I think so, yeah. It was against Western Province. He scored in the semi-final. And that was his highest domestic T20 score. I was shocked to hear that in the amount of games that he played. So he really needs a hell of a lot of work if he wants to try and do these things. Vakas says KG will be missed in the T20. Yeah, he will be missed, but we've got a very potent bowling attack there with Marco Jansen, Gerald Coetzee, and with Neil Bartman. And then we still have those all-rounders as well. I think we're in a very strong position. I trust our fast bowlers, Roderick. PVG3 says, I hope Miller Klassen don't take this as a redemption series. That's only possible into 2026 at the T20 World Cup knockout. Yeah. Bang Bros says, I think the series against India will be a much better series than against Bangladesh, bros. We need to bring our A game if we want to win. PBG3 says, good luck to Indian spinners. Klaasen is going to be the player of the series, my prediction. Tex says, Rob picking Mikhlali and Samalani is a clear indication that he's moving on from Pechlaquaya. I hope Mikhlali takes his chance. That's the main thing. Mikhlali needs to take his chance. That has to happen. He needs to put in those performances that we know he can. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell for all future videos, please. And I'd like you guys to also please smash the like button, comment, and share. And once this video stream has ended, please go into the comment section and leave your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about this Test Series victory. Let me know what you think about the squad, the T20 squad for the India series. It was quite a jam-packed show with a lot of information, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again very soon with another live cricket show. I'm probably going to be bringing on a friend of mine to chat cricket when we find a time that probably suits us. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon with another live cricket show. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day.